Brad Smith. Morning, Brad. Welcome back, my friend.
Hey guys, I'm so excited to be back this year on the Easter Seals Telethon. I'm here with the boys, our 2018 Provincial Ambassador, Alex Cronetta, and our 2017 Provincial Ambassador, Benny McDonald. I'd like to call him Benny Mac. We're here to talk a little bit about what the Easter Seals Ambassador does. First off, Alex, why is it so important for you this year to be given that title?
Easter Seals Ambassador for me means that I get to share a little bit about the life of people with disabilities, educate other people that may not have disabilities about certain disabilities, and basically just to bridge the world between non-disability and disability.
That's amazing, Alex. And Benny, you just got done your year as the 2017 Ambassador. I know, it's bittersweet. What a guy to give it to. What was your highlight of your year?
Well, I've got to say that the highlight of my year was all the wonderful people I met. You know, whether it be Easter Seals staff, event organizers, or even Easter Seals families. People at Easter Seals, they work tirelessly day in and day out to give kids with physical disabilities the same opportunities as their able-bodied peers by providing funding for like wheelchairs or communicative devices, or sending them to summer camp. The event organizers are also awesome. They spend all their hard-earned time, effort, and sometimes even money to help kids be kids. And I've met some wonderful Easter Seals people like Kevin and Meredith. They work for Easter Seals. They're wonderful people. And yeah, I met so many great people. I just like to thank them all for their service.
Now, you've just got done your year in 2017. What advice do you have for Alex moving forward for his year?
Well, I'll give him the same advice that I was given and that everybody has been given as an Easter Seals Ambassador since time immemorial. Have fun. Enjoy yourself, you know? It's an amazing opportunity to help an organization that's done so much for our community, and yeah, it's amazing. So I pass the torch on to you, and I hope you have as great a time I hope you have as great a time as I did.
Perfect. And Alex, last word to you. What do you want people outside right now looking at this TV, what do you want them to know? What message do you want to impart on them?
My message would be chase your dreams, and you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Perfect. And having said that, now we're going to throw it over to John Derringer from Q107.
What two great, amazing pieces of advice on this beautiful day. It's an honor to be here this year. And having my three daughters here, meeting new friends and seeing some familiar faces as well with Easter Seals. A tremendous day. Do you know for more than 30 years, Canada's leading technology sector companies have hit the links in the Canadian Computer Charity Golf Classic in support of Easter Seals. Joining me is Aaron Gertner from Cisco. Hello, Aaron.
Hey, John.
Great to see you. Now, why does Cisco, one of the largest technology companies in the world, support community programs?
We absolutely love the Easter Seals, and we're very passionate about what the Easter Seals do. We've been involved, as you said, for many years with the Canadian Computer Charity Golf Classic. We've raised over $6 million, and we bring together about 100 technology companies, the leading technology companies out there, together for fun, sun, and time on the links. So we challenge everybody in our industry to get back together on September 6th and join us for the 34th Golf Classic.
That is a spectacular amount of money. Tell us a little bit more about the Golf Classic and how things work.
Yeah, so as I said, our next Golf Classic is on September 6th. We bring everybody together. We have almost 300 golfers that come together onto the links. I think 288 is what we had last year. And we are very, very proud to be associated with this yearly sold-out event.
That is absolutely awesome. And is there other ways that the money is raised as well, or is that your big one through the course of the year?
That is our big one for the Easter Seals throughout the course of the year.
Aaron, it is great to talk to you. Why don't we take a look and see what kind of check we have right here?
Absolutely. Cisco is very proud, as I said, to be associated with the Golf Classic, and we would like to present the Easter Seals with a check for $245,000.
$245,000. That is absolutely awesome. Aaron, a real pleasure to meet you, and thank you to everybody at Cisco.
Thank you so much, John. It was a pleasure.
Let's get back to Brad.
Thanks, John. We're very fortunate to have many friends support the Easter Seals Telethon every year, whether it's our volunteers, our crew, our hosts, and performers. One of them is a Toronto singer-songwriter, Sean Jones, joining us today to perform Unconditional. Here he is, Sean Jones.
yeah. Take my love and put it to the test. Take my heart, it's different than the rest. Take my fear and move it out the way. What's left is pure and here to stay. The horizon's telling us say goodbye. No more crying, baby, come close so I can tell you that I know no one owns you. Rules won't mold you, strings won't hold you now. You got every reason to keep believing. My love won't let you down. It's unconditional. Ooh, take my pride and all those safety nets. I don't wanna hide inside regret. Open arms, my love, I'll set you free. Fly high and find your way back to me. The horizon's telling us say goodbye. No more crying, baby, come close so I can tell you that I know no one owns you. Rules won't mold you, strings won't hold you now. You got every reason to keep believing. My love won't let you down. It's unconditional. You're forever in my heart. Oh, my love, I'm never far. And I think on you every day. So baby, open up your wings wide. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be the one who holds you back this time. The horizon's telling us say goodbye. No more crying, baby, come close so I can tell you that I know no one owns you. Rules won't mold you, strings won't hold you now. You got every reason to keep believing. My love won't let you down. All I know is no one owns you. Rules won't mold you, strings won't hold you now. You got every reason to keep believing. My love won't let you down. It's unconditional. It's unconditional. It's unconditional.
Wow, Sean Jones, everybody. A voice like butter. Just cutting through butter on that one.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Sean, tell us a little bit about Unconditional.
It was written by Laura Barkle and Frank Justra, recorded out in Vancouver at West Sonic Music.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful song, but it took on a new meaning this year, actually, because I just had a baby. Actually,
Oh my
in
God,
October,
congratulations.
she's 5 months. She's 5 months old, and if she's at home, I'm doing because she likes the bobblehead. So I've got a big head, so she likes to do the bobblehead.
So having a newborn baby, this must mean even more for you today to be here for Easter Seals.
100%. I mean, I've always had a soft spot in my heart for kids, but I mean, this organization is actually absolutely amazing. And I think I've been here now 3 years in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm committed, and anything that I can do to help, I will.
That's amazing. And tell us what's next for you.
Next for me, wow, I've got a bunch of stuff on the go, man.
Just
I've got
more butter
just
melodies?
more butter. I've got a new album that's coming out in June. I've got my big show at Castelloma called Soul in the City. We're on our 4th year now. 1,000 people plus come out. So please, if you're in the vicinity, come on out. And I got a new project as well called Sav Boulevard. So look out for that.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Sean.
Thank you.
John, over to you.
Thank you, Sean. There are a lot of feelings kids can have before going to Easter Seal Summer Camp for the first time. Excitement, curiosity, and maybe even a little bit of nervousness, understandably. Kay Dance went through that this past summer, and she loved every minute of it. Here's her story.
I feel like Easter Seals is part of my family almost. It just is amazing.
Tell us about camp.
I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, I get to try all these things. I felt happy and then I was gonna go home, but as I got home, like, I wanna go back so bad.
What were some of your favorite activities?
Sailing, of course. The wind being in your face, feeling the cold air on your face, it was amazing. I'm mostly looking forward to seeing my friends again. Lots of fun games, doing art, doing pottery, doing archery, all that stuff.
Walk us through that as a parent of how do they put you at ease of, okay, this is where I'm leaving her for 5 days.
Just as soon as you get there, there's somebody to greet you and just make you feel welcome. And they went through everything and I felt okay leaving her. It was okay, and I'm excited to do it again. I think she matured a lot while she was there. Giving her independence is hard for me. So it's definitely her being the Easter Seals ambassador and going to camp. Everything to do with Easter Seals has made me grow as a person too, because I know that I need to let her go and be her own person. And she is 100% her own person, and I need to just embrace that. Easter Seals has helped me do that.
Now that I'm ambassador for 2018, I'm looking forward to doing it all again.
So you picked being Easter Seals ambassador as your topic for the speech.
Yeah.
Tell us how your speech went at school.
Everybody liked it.
You're teaching your friends about what it's like to be a kid with a physical disability. How does that feel?
I was teaching them about my disability, and that made me feel proud because they don't understand what it's like to be in a wheelchair.
And it makes it easier to talk about it, right? Because then it's not so weird to talk about anymore. It's not that big of a deal. Cadence, I'm very, very excited for you. I'm proud of you, and it's pretty cool how brave you are.
Thank you.
Every year, there are kids with disabilities attending Easter Seals Camp for the very first time. You can help them experience that excitement by going to the phone and making a donation right now. Kevin?
All right, thank you very much. And Kalia is back again this year. My friend here with the calculator, and you all set to start adding up some numbers in a bit?
Yep, I'm ready.
So in a little bit, what we're going to be doing is raising some money for days at camp for kids. We're going to see how many days at camp. We're going to discuss right now how many days we think we want to try and raise for. You've been to camp.
Yes. Let's see.
You've been to Woodeden?
Yeah,
You've
I went
been
to Woodeden.
Marywood. And you met some wonderful people there. Now, our hosts this hour are Alexandra Roy and Jackson Maluski, and you met Jackson at camp.
Yes, I did. He's one of my best friends at camp. Also, his sister Kayla and our other friend Tyler. We all just have like an unbreakable bond, and I love them both so much.
Well, you know what? We're going to meet one of them right now. In fact, we're going to meet two great people right now in helping out Easter Seals. Here's Alexandra and Jackson.
Thank you, Kevin. Barry Wu donated $75 from Ancaster. Edward donated $50 from Angus. Theo Harris donated $45 from Cheltenham. Over to you, Axel.
Thank you. Thank you, Wayne Woods from Ingersoll, for your donation of $45. Thank you, Jay Johnson from Woodstock, for your donation of $75. And thank you, Mary Hutchinsons, from Air for your donation of $50. Over to you, Diane.
All right, thank you so much. We are back at the Angel Board, and we have David Kimbark, Oshawa, $100. Hazel Dunkley, Saga, the 905, $100. Jordan Alexander, Toronto, $100. Marlene Graham, look at that, the 6, $200. Nana Kennedy, Brampton, $250. Gina Anderson of Mississauga, $100. Khurshid Patel, North York, $2,000. Yes. Rafiq Karali, Brampton, $100. Sandra Gash, she has become a monthly donor, $10, $120 for the year. Thank you so much. And if you want to become a monthly donor, all you have to do, $100 or more, you can become a monthly donor. As well, you can become one of our beautiful names on our Angel Board. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, we've got some wonderful people here right now. We have wonderful people all over the studio right now. Amy McGregor is a Boston Marathon employee team member from Manulife. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And we have Derek Mike, who's a Boston Marathon employee, the program lead. Morning to you.
Good morning as well, thanks.
And Paul, I'm doing this last name. Paul Machakra, Boston Marathon employee team member, all from Manulife. Tell me about Manulife's involvement.
So Manulife's been involved with Easter Seals for the past 2 years. We have an employee Boston Marathon training program, and when employees are selected to participate, we raise funds. And for the last 2 years, we've been raising funds for Easter Seals.
So when you say you're a Boston Marathon employee program lead, you actually go to the Boston Marathon.
Yeah, that's correct. So our 30 employees from across Canada go down and participate, and I support the team program down at the Boston Marathon, which is next Monday, actually.
That's right. All right. And so now, and we know that, I mean, we're running a marathon right until 4 o'clock. I mean, we're looking forward to the end, and we're hoping it's all worth it at the end here. So you've helped raise money?
Yes, I have. And it's a great experience. You're running a marathon, but you're also thinking about all the money that you're raising.
All right, here we go. So let's turn that check over and see how much that you have brought us. $150,000. Wow. You are helping us cross the finish line, literally. Thank you so much to Manulife. Over to you, Diane.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, let's see what we have on the Angel Board. We have Jane Taylor, Toronto, $500. Everett Nickel, Simcoe, $150. Hilda Bowick, Dundas, $100. Chris Monk, Mississauga, $100. Matthew Kulik, $100. Michael Dankovey, Richmond Hill, $150. Thank you so much. And Kevin, over to you.
All right, so we're good then? We're good? We're good? All right. We're just everything is just, we're just making decisions right now. So how many days are we going to raise?
I think 10 is a good amount.
10. So $250 a day. Looks like we're looking for $2,500 in just the next few minutes. We're going to remind you about camp throughout these next few minutes. But remember, $250 a day to send an Easter Seals kid to camp. Are we ready to go?
I think so, yeah.
Are we ready to go? Are you ready to go? Because we want to help kids. So call the numbers on your screen right now. All that money now goes into the total. We are aiming in the next few minutes to raise $2,500. Make those phones ring. Ontario. So donations are all counting right now. 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799. Let's remind you about camp. And I call camp the great equalizer. I cannot express to you how this helps a kid be a kid. And for 10 days, it's like any other kid out there right now not facing the challenges that they face every day, every other day in their life. So please call right now, 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799. Natasha Ramsahide joining us right now as well. Natasha.
Yes, okay, here's what we have. Jasmine Nesbitt, so she just made a donation from Barrie. Thank you so much for your $25. So that we're going to add that to our calculator, and also consider the fact that you can become a monthly donor, not just make a one-time donation, but if you want to keep this up monthly, you can do that as well.
Absolutely,
right, Patricia?
you can, yes, and welcome Natasha again,
you,
looking beautiful today, and we see you out there, guys. We want you to make those donations, so why don't we add another $25 from Kelly in the 6. How are you, by the way? It's good to see you. Great to see you. Keep donating, guys. We're just getting started.
We have to. We're up to $50. Okay, another $200, and we have 1 day at camp. You have 6 minutes left to get in on this. Go ahead, Mike.
Half of that, Susan Mead, $100 from Kilbride. So we got half of that 200. We're working on that first day of camp. Woo!
Hannah has just made a donation of $50. So we're going to add that to our calculator. Are we up to how many days of camp? We're trying to get 10 days of camp here. So $2,500 is what we are trying to raise. Is that where we're at right now, Callie? Oh, okay. No. We're still adding up. I want to put a shout out, though, okay? Eastern Ontario, we want to hear from you. So I want to hear from Kemptville, from Prescott, from Perth, from Arnprior. Ottawa?
There you go. You asked, you got it.
Is that all I have to do to get things around
That's what
here?
you have to do.
Okay, so from Ottawa, Stacy donated $50. So we've got that now. So again, let's keep it up, Eastern Ontario, as we try to raise this money. 10 days of camp.
I think we have $200 now, but we have a donation from John. Oh, hey, how about that?
It works better if your microphone's there.
So I'm sorry. We have a donation from John Morkill. Thank you so much. From Brampton, a donation of $200. And now we have another donation from Vesna. Thank you so much, Vesna. Vesna is from Stony Creek, from the Creek. Thank you so much, $100. I think that brings us to $500. That's 2 days of camp.
My bad. I tripped on the cord. I tripped on the cord and threw the calculation right off. So we are still adding all this up. So we're going back to the tape right now. So I apologize for that for my feet. But that doesn't mean we already raised 3 days at camp right now. And you know what's so incredible is that Natasha talked about Eastern Ontario. We talked about Ottawa. Well, you know what? We're talking about Camp Marywood down in the Smiths Falls area, not far from Ottawa. And you see the kids' smiles all the time. But I want to talk about Southwestern Ontario. So down in London, Camp Marywood. So for you folks in Windsor as well, Strathroy, in Stratford, in Brantford, the money you raise here stays in Southwestern Ontario as well. So please call right now. 3 days at camp so far.
Wow, so let's just keep adding to that another $100. And I know, I did a little concoction for you all. I do the weather here in Toronto, and I wanted to make it very cold today. So you can stay home. Dial that number on the screen, 416-205-3300, and help, what, Kev? Kids be kids.
You can do better. Try it again.
And we want to help kids be kids. All right, we're just getting started. Go ahead, Natasha.
All right, Natasha, here we go.
Who's the monster? The monster.
This is Makeup Monster.
Makeup
Have you
Monster.
met Natasha?
No.
Makeup Monster?
Hi, Natasha.
Actually, we did meet last year. You forget?
That's true. Last year we met.
Okay. You know what, Makeup Monster? We have Alyssa from Bolton who has just donated $50. So we're going to add that to our days at camp that we are trying to achieve here.
Yes.
Okay, Makeup Monster, I'll be back.
All right, so Makeup Monster, I'll tell you right now about going to camp. I mean, you've been to camp, right?
Oh, yes, I've been to camp. Camp is great. Camp is great for all kids. All kids should get a chance to go to camp. It's awesome.
In fact, I think that's where you lost your other tooth. You were sailing.
I lost a tooth.
Yes.
Somebody owes me 25 cents.
All right, well, I hope that the Tooth Fairy is watching right now. Here we have some more money that we're going to be adding to the total.
So let's add $25. You can buy a whole lot of teeth for that. And another $25 from Stefan from Barrie, Ontario. And the shout out to Scott as well from the Shawa. Thanks for watching. Thanks for donating. Oh, yeah. You gotta keep it cool.
All right, Scarborough, that's my alma mater. So I need you from Scarborough to represent.
Scarberia.
Or Scarberia.
Scarberia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to raise the roof right now?
Raise the roof.
Because we're going to add $25 from Glen
Like
Ross
that.
from North York, right? Okay, so we added that. What do you got?
Not from Scarborough, but from the 6. The T.O.
This postal code starts with M, so that counts.
From Toronto, let's add another $25. That's how you do, guys. Keep those donations coming.
William, how are you? We were just talking on the phone. $100 from William Fernandez in Mississauga. Please call up. I'll talk to you too. Then another donation from Maria. Peliquito from Brantford. Maria, thank you for your donation of $100.
Love it. Okay. Do you know what? You got to be careful. You got to be careful when you're going to camp because you know what? I can't tell you the number of wheelchairs that nearly run me over every time I go there. They are speeding around there. It is helping a kid be a kid. You know what? And one of the most touching things I remember from going to camp and seeing was seeing these kids out in canoes and sailboats And then I looked on the shore, and there's all these empty wheelchairs. So when they're out there, it doesn't matter they're in a wheelchair. They're out there doing what every other kid wants to do. I tell you, it brings a tear to my eye every time I even think about that. So how many minutes are we in? We're in about 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Now we're still trying to get the exact amount on our account. Are we right here at $12.75?
Call us.
Okay, so we have add another $10 to that from Marion, and I'm sorry, I can't read that last one, from Guelph. I think it's Die Hard. All right, go ahead, Diane.
Okay, we have Ruth Pillow. She donated $50. And we have Antonio Fasatelli, $100.
$100.
Bolton, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 30 seconds.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So Dan Flanagan from Kitchener, thank you for your donation of $500.
Whoa, that's 2 days.
Days of camp. Woo! And just in, Colin McIntosh from Whitby. 10 days of camp. Thank you for your $2,500.
So I think that's about 17 days in camp, just like that.
I got one more day.
Real quick.
Add it in.
$250.
Do it.
15 days. Okay, you know what? We're going to keep adding up. We'll tell you how many days we had. Here's your total. We have passed $1 million.
Yes.
Come on. We want to help kids. All right, the man, the legend, the one and only John Derringer now.
JD.
Thank you, Kevin. That is just a tremendous collection of numbers. And thank you so much. Easter Seals benefits from hundreds of volunteers across the province who help raise much-needed funds at events. Joining me now is Gino DeVono. Gino and I go back a long way. Great to see you, Gino.
Thanks, John.
Gino is the chair of, a board member of Easter Seals and chair of the fundraising committee. Easter Seals raises funds throughout the year. Tell us, Gino, just how do you go about doing that?
Well, Easter Seals completely depends on individual donors. This is what we're here for. So the people that call in, individual participants that phone in for their donations. We have corporate sponsors that you see with their checks that they bring in. And also we have events throughout the year.
Awesome, Gino. These events bring together the entire community, and it really is the sponsors and volunteers who make these events successful. Tell us a little bit about that. Sponsors, volunteers.
Sponsors and volunteers. Well, first of all, the Telethon is probably our most major event, but we have hundreds of events throughout the province all year long. They're usually supported by our volunteers, our staff, our organizations, and our sponsors throughout. This gives them an opportunity to help in their own communities to really support the families and children with disabilities in their own community. It's a great event.
Tremendous work, Gino. Thank you very much. Easter Seals also benefits from so many other folks who get together and help out, particularly on days like this. Gino, thank you.
Thank you. And, so one more thing. And if you want to be involved in events and volunteer, please call or contact or email easterseals.org and get all the information that you can there.
Thank you very much, Gino. Brad, back to you.
Thanks so much, John. Toronto-born Noah Reid has performed on stage, in movies, and on television. He currently plays Patrick on the CBC hit show Schitt's Creek. That's right, Schitt's Creek. Today he joins us to perform a song he sang on the show. Here with the best is Noah Reid.
I call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me wild and wired. You come to me and give me everything I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak the language of love like you know what it means. And it can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it strong, babe. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart. Maybe I'd rather be dead. In your heart I see the start of every night and every day. And In your eyes I get lost, I get washed away. Well, just as long as I'm here in your arms, I can be in no better place. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart, I hang on every word you say, tear us apart. Well, I would rather be dead. Oh, each time you leave you, I'm losing control. Like I'm walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you, babe, even when I'm alone. No, baby, don't let go, 'cause you're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. And I'm stuck on your heart, babe, I hang on every word you say, tear us apart. Well, I would rather be dead. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you're the best.
Noah Reid wakes up in the morning and sings like an angel. That's awesome. Noah, I know that you have a relationship with Easter Seals. Tell us about that.
Yeah, when I was about 8 or 9 years old, I was doing a production of Oliver, a community theater production in Etobicoke, and one of the things that company did was outreach, and so we would travel around to Easter Seals camps. We did a couple of performances, and it was really an incredible experience.
That's amazing. Why is it important for you to be here today?
Well, I think that experience really stuck with me, getting to see, kids that wouldn't have looked like me were dealing with all kinds of challenges that I wasn't dealing with, and just seeing them, out at camp having a great time just being kids. That was that really stuck with me. And any opportunity as a performer that you get to sort of, lend a hand or entertain in any possible way, just feels great to do. So it's a real honor to be here.
And tell us what's coming up next for you, Noah.
We're shooting season 5 of Schitt's Creek right now. And
do you love that you get to say that all the time?
I do. I just it makes me nervous.
Schitt's Creek. So loud.
Yeah, no, it's a great show to be on. It's so much fun to do, and hopefully making a new album in the fall. So
good for you. Congratulations. All the best luck.
Thanks very much.
Over to you, John.
All right, here we go. Friends of We Care has been a supporter of Easter Seals for more than 30 years. Joining me are Stephen Prisco, Chair of the We Care Board of Directors, Executive Director Tiana Rodrigue, and Taylor Hansen and Aidan Vizentine, the We Care Ambassadors. Steve, we'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about Friends of We Care.
Well, we're in our 35th year supporting Easter Seals. We're made up of 85 member-sponsor companies in the food service industry. 85 member-sponsor companies in the food service industry, manufacturers such as Olymel, Saputo, distributors Cisco, Flanagan, operators like Aramark, Smokes Patinery, and Nando's, and we're really all about sending kids to camp. And we like to think of ourselves as the food service industry charity of choice, and just try and help those kids get to camp.
That's how you can tell who the chairman is, the person who can remember all of those wonderful sponsors. And exactly, Tiana, how does the money all come together over the course of a year?
So we raise money in 2 ways. The first is through the member sponsorships like Steve described, so they pay an annual fee to be a part of our organization. And the second way is through 16 national events that we fundraise, so bowling events, golf tournaments, galas, and all the money that we generate goes to Easter Seals.
What a wonderful idea, and the way it's done. So let's go to you, Aidan. What are your favorite events? What's the best thing that's happened since you got involved as an ambassador?
The skiing event.
You like the skiing?
Yeah.
All right. And what do you love most about the skiing?
That I like the skiing.
Oh, well, that is terrific. There's nothing like it. Did you go all the way up to the top and then come down?
Yes.
All right. That's terrific, Aidan. And Taylor, what does it mean to you to be a We Care ambassador?
Well, it's such an honor to be a We Care ambassador because I get to go to many different events to help raise money to send kids to Easter Seals camp.
A wonderful event like today, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, it is our pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much. Now, why don't we continue on? As we've met some of the folks here already, let's meet some of the We Care member sponsors. Oh, we got the check first. My bad. We got to do this first. Let's, Steve, get to the check here. This is the important, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. $718,905. I can't believe I almost forgot about that. I was so excited meeting you guys. $718,905, Friends of We Care for Easter Seals. Thank you all. Now let's meet some Friends of We Care member sponsors.
Canadian winter athletes had their best showing ever in Pyeongchang this winter. At the Olympics, Canada captured a record 29 medals, and a few weeks later, the Canadian Paralympians brought home a record 28 medals. There have been many Easter Seals kids who have represented our country at both the Winter and Summer Paralympics. Wheelchair racer Jeff Adams visited Camp Wood Eden last summer, and he talked about the camp and how the experience was actually what launched his athletic career.
Yeah, I went to Easter Seals camp. I went to Marywood for 2 years when I was 13, 14, maybe 14, 15. And I can't tell you how excited I was when it was proposed that I could go to this camp. And it really launched my sporting career, because the first year I went, a lot of the other campers had come back, I think a day or two late, with all these stories about regional games that they had just been at, and the racing they had done, and the basketball they had played, and all these sports that they had done. And it just, I was intrigued. And so I remember, irritating them to no end for the rest of camp, like asking them to race against me just to see if I, measured up and how that would go. And that was really the first kind of taste that turned into a 20-year career at the Paralympics. I think my camp experience at Marywood was really formative, because I was there in my mid-teens, 13, 14, 15, when I was having a really hard time fitting in at school. Bad enough having red hair, but a redheaded kid in a wheelchair, just I stuck out like a sore thumb. And it was a chance for me to just be a part of a group, to participate just like any of the other campers, and just to enjoy myself without worrying about sticking out, and I just fit in. And it was really the first time since I'd come home after my injury from the rehab center where I felt like I was a part of a community where I didn't have to negotiate or argue about different rules for different games, or fit my way into a play. It was just, every activity was designed to be accessible in terms of welcoming everybody, and it really was the first taste of that I got. It also gave me the first taste and understanding of sports for people with disabilities, which turned into my sporting career, which is 20 years long. So it was 2 short years, 2 short summers, but it had a profound effect on me.
TD Bank has been a long-time supporter of Easter Seals Ontario and does so on many different levels. For the past several years, TD has committed to funding post-secondary scholarships to give young people with physical disabilities the opportunity to pursue their career goals through education. Joining us today from TD is Adrian Lawford, Associate Vice President, Investment Specialist Program. Adrian, so great you could be here today.
Thank you, John. It's a real pleasure to be here. I'm very proud to be here.
Well, there are so many wonderful things that you have done for Easter Seals through TD. Tell us a little bit about why Easter Seals as to have support going.
Well, we've been proud members of the Easter Seals family for well over or almost 20 years now. And at TD, diversity and inclusion is a really key principle and value for us. And so as we think about that, creating barrier-free environments for both our customers and our employees is something that really resonates with us. And so as we think about Easter Seals, it really is an unparalleled organization in terms of its commitment to helping young people with physical disabilities succeed and really removing those barriers. And so, we're very proud to be part of the Easter Seals program and family, and always appreciate the opportunity.
Looks like you brought a little something with you today, Adrian.
We did indeed. The check I'm presenting today is actually for this year's installment of the TD for Easter Seals Youth Scholarship Program, which helps fund post-secondary education for young people and young adults with physical disabilities.
All right, let's see. What do we have? $34,000. Yes. $34,000 Easter Seals Ontario from our great friends at TD Bank Canada. Adrian, great to see you today.
Thank you, John. Pleasure to be here.
Let's go back to you, Brad.
Thanks so much, John. Easter Seals is well known for helping kids with physical disabilities get wheelchairs and walkers, but there's so many other pieces of equipment that are just as or even more important to families. To tell us what they are and why is Allison Morse, Senior Manager, Provincial Sales at Easter Seals Ontario. Okay, Allison, what people have to understand is that wheelchairs, it goes way beyond that. Why is it important to have other equipment for these children?
Well, it's critical because when you think about it, first of all, our priority is to get them into a wheelchair and walker so that they have mobility, but they face many more challenges, and that's whether we're in their home or out in the community. So Easter Seals also supports a lot of accessibility equipment. So in their homes, it might be a toilet commode, it might be a Hoyer lift. We had a parent earlier today talking about the importance of that lift and being able to get her child in and out of bed. And in terms of the van lifts, in terms of a porch lift, there's quite a few pieces of equipment that they're going to need.
And this is also because of the health and safety of the child, right?
It's critical. Most of our young people, as they grow and age, they become bigger and stronger, but also heavier. And so for a parent that has to do that lifting in and out, having a lift is going to be critical to their back care. In addition, there's challenges when there's a worker coming into the home because there are actually provincial guidelines around the weight that somebody can lift. And so it's going to be critical for a parent to be able to get respite is to have a worker in the home.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Allison. We're going to go over to John right now.
It's easy to see the fun a kid with a physical disability has when they're at a 10-day session at Easter Seals Camp. But what their parents see when they come home is a more mature, confident person. Take a look.
To me, the word camp means home, family, memories, and lots of fun. You make so many new friends and lots of new bonds, and it's great for the campers and counselors alike to just share that feeling of friendship. Most often, you don't want to leave. You're just never going to forget the memories you make at a camp. I know I have a disability,
I know that some things I can't do, but camp really helps one focus on the ability and see the ability in disability. I've seen lots of kids who go to that camp thinking they're almost nothing, and they come out at the end of the week and they're the most optimistic person you've ever met. And it just changes their whole life, their whole perspective. I don't know, it's almost like some sort of magical den. As soon as you step into it, you gain these powers that you wouldn't have before, and the powers are simply wonderful, because even in outside life, you'll have these memories, and it'll give you the optimism to get up every day and say, yes, I can, and do your very best at everything you can do. Camp is more than a game changer. Camp is a life changer.
As Brandon says, camp literally is a life changer. Compassion, cooperation, and confidence are just some of the life skills campers develop during their stay. You can help send a kid to camp by picking up your phone and making a donation right now. Kevin?
You know, it's wonderful. We saw Jeff Adams, an athlete there, an Olympic athlete who participated in the Paralympic Games. We want to remind you the Commonwealth Games are happening right now in Australia, Kalia. And we have Paralympic athletes or para-athletes who are participating in the Commonwealth Games. And hats off to the organizers. Together. So we are having everybody together representing Canada. And Canada right now in third spot in the Commonwealth Games with only 4 days left to go, working our way to number one. But you know what? Para-athletes and other athletes all together, fantastic. So we are, and you know what? Camp can help change that. Camp can really be something that, there's a lot of activity at camp.
Yeah, there's a lot of sports, for everybody, there's something that anyone could love.
For sure. I mean, you would not believe it. They have pools. They have pools that have special designs to them so that every kid has a chance to use the pool. There's archery, there's rock climbing, there's high ropes, there's sailing, there's canoeing. Have I forgotten anything?
There's a rock wall.
Yeah.
And I think you said everything.
Well, they do fishing. You know what? So what we're going to do in a few minutes, thanks to our friends from Bioped, is we're going to send a kid to camp for 10 days. It costs $250 to send a kid to camp for 1 day, so we're going to try and raise $2,500 in just a few minutes with the Bioped calculator, and we're all set for that in just a few minutes.
Yep.
All right, so get your dialing finger ready right now. Alexandra and Jackson have a few people to thank right now.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl from with donated $65. Thank you, Carlos. And Colin from Hutton donated $55. Thank you. I want him and Gary Smith from Oral donated $45. Thank you, Gary. Over to
Thank you, Brad Jenkins from Wingham, for your donation of $75. Thank you, Jeff Branson from Apsley, for your donation of $50. Thank you, Alan Binnis from Waterdown, for your donation of $65. Over to you, Diane.
Thank you. We have Paula Driscoll, $100. Michael Kemper, $300. Marion McKinsky, Jason Gill. Boy, we have a lot of people from the 6th calling in. Thank you so much. Larry Robinson. Victoria Harbor, as a matter of fact. Wow, that's a great one. Mohammed Tahir, $2,000 from Toronto. Thank you so much. Bernice Waliski, Mississauga. Hey, that's my stomping grounds. $400. Thank you so much. And Kevin, over to you.
Okay, Diane, come on over. Come on over. All right, Pinball, you all set to do this? We are going to activate the calculator. Here we go, 10 days at camp. And we're going to raise that money in 10 minutes. Call right now, 416-205-3300 in Toronto, 866-997-5799. No matter where else you're watching, could be watching from Ottawa, could be watching from North Bay, Sudbury, Timmins, from London, from Windsor. Are you ready? Get set.
Yes.
Go!
Go! we're starting off with a day at camp, actually a day plus, and this is very important. You can be a monthly donor. We have a $300 donation, $25 a month from Matthew Patrick, and we want to thank you, Matthew, so much from Kitchener. Really appreciate it. Remember, monthly donors, please. $10 is 120 days off. That's almost a half a day in camp.
It is. I have a full day of camp in my hands from three different people. So Adrian from Bolton, $100. Thank you so much for that. We have Talina from Toronto, $100, and then $50 from Rick Smith from Curtis, Ontario. So that is one full day of camp.
All right, let's
$250.
see. We've got Rob Williams, $50. We have Marilyn Wheeler, $50. We have Ryan Bennett, Brampton, $40. All right, keep them coming.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna readjust the calculator here right now. What was that? Okay, so do you want to start? Okay, Greg, help her out. But I'm gonna do a calculation here while you guys are doing that. I'm gonna come over to the camera here. Can you see this way? Can you see my phone calculator here? I'll adjust it. Put it up there, and I'll put it in there for you. All right, so what I wanted to show you, wait, I'm looking, that's Greg's back. I'm trying to find it. Okay, I can't, you know what, can we do one of the other cameras, Gwen, because I can't focus. Okay, so take a look at this right now, because I want to show you one thing that's very easy, all right? $250 for one day at camp. Now, let's say you want to send a kid to camp for a day. All you have to do is divide that by 12. $20.83. So if you call in right now and say, I want to donate $20.83 a month for 12 months, then you've sent a kid to camp for a day for $20 a month. So $20.83. Look at this. Our phones have gone quiet. They've gone quiet. We only have a few people going. Call those numbers right now because later is too late. We're only here until 4 o'clock. So $250 a day to send a kid to camp, and then $2,500 what we're raising, because average the kids go to camp for about 10 days, Diane.
That's right, 10 days, absolutely. And listen, you guys, please call in. Our phones are pretty dead right now, huh, Ken?
That's right.
We need them ringing.
That's
we
right.
need them ring. Come on. I just called to say something. I mean, $10, $20, it doesn't matter. Just call.
I just want you to know, you know what? These kids face challenges every day of their life, whether or not it's going to school, whether or not it's going into a mall, whether or not it's going to a playground or something. And you know what? They face these challenges, and what happens with a camp, and that's why I call it the great equalizer, is that they come to these camps. There's no barriers. Even the bedrooms and the beds, the dorms are specially designed. Getting into canoes, the ramps are all specially designed, the pool specially designed. It is incredible. So you know what? For 10 days, they get to just be a kid.
Just be a kid, man, and it's worth it, right? It's worth it. When I was speaking with Alex earlier, she was saying, when I'm at camp, I can just be me.
All right,
I can just be me, right?
Exactly. So let's find out what we're doing on the calculator right now.
We're ready.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay, we got a lot. So we're at that $700 mark. Let's add $200 to that from Anthony in Guelph, Ontario. Thank you for your donation. Let's add another. You're okay? Another $50. Hey, you know what? Get your angel wings. How does it work to get your angel wings, Ann? You've been at the angel board all day.
My friend, all you have to do is donate $100.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, then you get both those wings. So we can be as beautiful as you.
Girlfriend. And if you want more, wings, just give me a little more money. That's it. Hey, it's easy.
And it's $250 to send one kid to camp, right?
That's
so
it.
you
That's
get.
all it takes.
Let's try. You want to try? Okay,
Yes.
let's add 50 to that. Plus, there it is.
All right.
Let's add 125 from Alexandra from Ajax, Ontario. Beauty. Let's add another 50 from Martin in Coburg. So do 50 plus. Perfect. Add another 100 to that. Plus. Okay, there we are.
You just sent somebody to camp, girl.
You know what I see? You know what I see the problem is? What year is this calculator from? 1973, I think. Put an iPhone here, and I bet you Kalia could probably just crank them out just like that. So I mean, this is so old-fashioned, isn't it, Kalia? When's the last time you ever used something like this?
Never.
She's never used anything like this. Oh man, I feel old. Oh,
Oh, that's okay. You're doing a fantastic job. We have Barbara Edwards, $20. Come on in here, Natasha.
Listen,
what do you have?
a full day of camp. I only come up here unless I have a full day of camp in my hands. Okay, $100 we're going to add. Thank you to Ron Bott from Barrie, Ontario. And then Andy, $150 from Toronto. And as Kevin mentioned, it's $250 a day to send one child to camp for 1 day, or if you want to do that monthly, $20.83
So nice
a
to see
month.
you. We have Pamela Nesbitt. Pamela is from St. Thomas. Thank you so much for your donation of $25. Dwayne Farrell, thank you so much for your $50 donation. From Angus. Braden. Can you read that for me? Home Yard, is that it? Home Yard, yes, let's go with it. $300, more than a day at camp. Now, we want you to keep our phones ringing. Do we have a good one?
Yes.
Okay, before we have that one,
Okay.
I'm going to have Kirby come up.
Okay, do it.
So Kirby, come.
I didn't know
Quickly,
we could bring
quickly.
guests.
Yes.
You do what you do
all
here,
right,
okay?
So
You just do
Kirby's
it.
here, and she's got to do it. And I'm going to go and guard her phone while she does this.
Oh, bless
Oh, you
you,
might wanna
Mike.
call
Bless
pinball.
you. You better call it and get pinball on the phone.
Thank you to Shell Pitt from New Hamburg for donating $25.
Nice.
Thank you to Normala Kapadia from Toronto for donating $50. And thank you to Roy Fernando from Orleans for donating $10.
You know, I'm just
Very good job.
I'm just watching.
You want to host?
Keep calling. keep phoning right now. Now, just before we get to Barry's,
Yes, okay.
I want to show you over here. I don't know if
Oh,
we
Barry,
can
they
see.
keep trumping you.
Over here at phone number 18. Can we see Michael at phone number 18 over here?
18.
Part ways, there we go. Here he is. He's at phone number 16 in the line.
16, okay.
He will take your donation right here, right now. He, and he might even make an order for Amazon for you as well.
Yes, and why not? We'll order pizza as well.
So let's make those phones ring right now. You want to say hi to Mike right now? 416-205-3300, 1-866-997-5799. I think you got a ways to go before they're more of them ringing. You're getting through to Mike. All right, guys, let's keep adding them up.
Colin, but ladies, he's taken by this beauty right here. She's an angel, okay? Don't get too feisty out there. Barry Reid, where are you from?
I'm from Kitchener, Ontario.
Nice to meet you. And I wanted to bring you up because you have this great energy, and you are about to send 2.5 kids to camp. So I want you to take this mic and show them how it's done. Go ahead. Go to the calculator.
Go to the calculator. What am I doing at the calculator? Okay, the amount is $600.
Say it big, though. Say it big.
$600 from Mr. Stephen Daly and Mrs. Iris Summer of Scarborough. $600 donation. Thank you very much.
See, that's Scarborough.
That's how you do it.
What did we say about Scarborough?
Girl, I know
told
Scarborough.
you. Scarborough's represented. And all of Ontario, we want to hear from you. We are hearing from Bianca in Toronto, $10. Thank you so much. And Liam Nicholson from Toronto, $50. And right here, okay, we have Diva, I like your name, Diva. Okay, Diva from Toronto, $30 we're gonna add. And then Betty Todman from Oakville, thank you so much for your $25. We are at 10 days of camp. We have a full camp session for one child. Yes.
Natasha, I don't have any divas, but I do have a big B, right? William Willoughby. So William Willoughby from Bolton, your donation of $25. They told me to call you Big B back there. I don't know if that was right.
All right, we have one monthly donor, Sandra Bowser. Nope, that's $20. $20, yes. Not that? Thank you, Sandra. All right.
Muhammad from Mississauga. Where are you from? Saga, baby. Were you from Saga? Oh, okay then. Girl, go shout your people out. Go.
Shout out to Saga. Yes. Muhammad, $100. Thank you so much, Muhammad. Woo.
And
That's awesome.
We got to give some love to the 5.
Oh, we got a $5 donation. Stephen, thank you so much from Brantford. We appreciate anything.
Absolutely. And Kevin, before we throw it to you, let's add $50 to that, okay? Over to you now.
All right. Hey, Makeup Monster. I think I'm pretty sure I have some CBC kids here right now. Do you want to say hello?
Oh, I want to say hi to all my friends at CBC Kids. And don't forget, you can call in now and help a kid be a kid.
All right, love it. Okay.
416-205-3300.
Pete Scully, he is here from Bioped. Tell me a little bit about Bioped and their involvement.
We're a chain of foot care clinics. We have about 50 franchise clinics across Canada, and all the money we've collected are from our franchisees and some in-store sales that we've had.
And who are these two we have down here?
These two are Gavin and Morgan, and they belong to these ladies who are behind me on the phones, waiting for their phones to ring.
The ones who are running away right now and leaving the kids with you for the afternoon?
they don't want to do that.
All right, here we go. Are you ready, guys? Let's turn it around. See what Bioped has given to Easter Seals. $5,000. Fantastic.
Thank you, Kevin. We're so proud to be part of this and help the kids out, send people who can.
All right, so thank you to Bioped. And let's go over where we get. Bob's going over like this to this, and I'm going over towards the calculator. Oh, wait, I'm at the end of the line. So we have 25 seconds to get some more kids to camp for a few more days. Go, Mike.
Ruff McIntosh, thank you so much for your donation of $500. 2 days of camp. Thank you so much, Ruff. And we also want to thank.
Keep going.
Another day. Another day.
Here's our total: $1,900,000. Thank you. Stay with us.